Welcome guys back at AA Investment. Today we're going to speak about the ecosystem of the Metaverse. As you all know, I've heard that the Metaverse and the VR and the NFT market are popping off now. It's a really hot topic, so I thought I would give you my shared opinion about it. So this video is going to be about explaining who is the main partners or the main goals or the main factors that affect the ecosystem or could help build the ecosystem. 8 main goals or subcategories in the ecosystem of the Metaverse. Today I'm going to cover 4 only. See exactly what companies implement or what kind of stocks or things that affect the market or the ecosystem, and how could you invest and get the maximum potential out of it. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who is interested in the ecosystem of Metaverse, and leave a comment below if you have anything to say. The NFT market, which could potentially be a big part of the Metaverse, is really a hot topic, and people are selling now digital pictures for at least 200k. And yesterday one of the CryptoPunks was sold for 115,000 Ethereums, which is equivalent to $50 million US. When I've seen the picture, I was like, come on guys, nah. If I had this 50 million, I would invest in a company that pays me dividends. But I understand their point of view that it's either washing money laundering, or tax evasion, or it's just a guy who really loves this thing and he doesn't know what to do with the money he has. He's a billionaire or something. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you my vision of what I think the Metaverse possibility and potential in the future has, and then I'll give you my favorite stocks or companies what I would invest in my next 100k. First subcategory of the ecosystem of the Metaverse is hardware, basically semiconductor companies. So I'm going to go through and list you 15 companies which have the potential of making a lot of money from this type of upcoming industry. First, the Dutch ASML is priced currently at $730 US. Second, which is KLA Corporations, which is the same as ASML but a US company which makes equipment systems to manufacture these semiconductors, which is currently priced at $420 US. Third, we have Broadcom Inc., which is currently priced at $600 US per share. Fourth, we have NXP Semiconductor, which is currently priced at $220 US. Fifth, we have Microtechnology, which is currently priced at $95 US per share. And sixth, AMD Advanced Manufacturing Devices, which is currently priced at $130 US. Intel Corporations, which is currently priced at $55 US per share. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company Limited, which is currently priced at $140 US. Eighth, Applied Materials, which is currently priced at $160 US per share. Ninth, Qualcomm, which is currently priced at $180 US. Skyworks Solutions, which is currently priced at $150 US. 11th, Texas Instruments, which is currently priced at $185 US. And 12th, you have Marvell Technology, which is currently priced at $80 per share. Last but not least is Nvidia Corporation, which is currently priced at $265 US per share. Our second subcategory of the Metaverse ecosystem is the engines. What do I mean by engines? Such as the gaming engines. We have Unity first, which is currently priced around $118 US approximately. And you have Epic Games, which is not currently a public company, but 40% of the company is owned by Tyson Holdings, which is listed on the Hong Kong Exchange, which is roughly around 420. And of course, you're gonna have so many. You have such as Google, Amazon, Microsoft, where you basically can go on these platforms and code and integrate material or tools into these engines to create something. Third, which is the protocols such as Ethereum, Solana, Mana, Cardano, to basically make smart contracts and list an NFT, an agreement between two parties. And fourth, we have a service infrastructure provider such as OpenSea, Rarity, Coinbase, Bison, ENS, which is Ethereum name services, where you can come up and make a domain for your future website on the Ethereum blockchain. These are our 4 categories. Stay tuned for part 2, where the next 4 subcategories of the ecosystem come together. What would be my favorite stock pick out of all of these if I have to choose only one? It's a hard question, I know, but I would definitely, I think, choose, it's either Nvidia or Unity, one of them two. Why would I say Nvidia? Nvidia because they do semiconductors. They could turn into a possible engine. They could capture tools, they could produce tools. They're in the autonomously vehicles, so they capture the whole big chunk of the whole market. They don't operate in one sector. Why Unity? Unity because it's just got public and it went IPO in the recent years, and its implementations are used, could be used in anywhere, and especially based around, the company is based around only like VR, virtual reality, Metaverse, and it's a cheap price as well, I think. So let me explain to you what the Metaverse or the potential future of the Metaverse could be. You're gonna call me crazy at the end of this video. But if that's what you have to tell me, it is what it is, you know. So it definitely might not be for you or for the next generation, but I definitely believe in the next 30 to 40 to even 50 years, maybe 100 years, maybe 200 years. It's not a question of if it's gonna happen, it's more of a question, when is it gonna happen? Like, I believe definitely 95% of all of these NFT projects, all of these company startups, it's the same as what happened with the dot-com bubble. All of them are gonna go to zero or nearly to zero. They're not gonna have any value. You know what I mean? So be careful with your investments. Think your steps through and focus on where it could be in the next 5 years. Think long term, never think short term, what could be on the short. If you're in for the quick money scheme, then investing in all of these is not for you. Give your money to someone else, basically. That's what I would have done. It's not my advice, that's what I would have done in your place. So where do I see this Metaverse going? Probably, you know, we're not gonna move a lot. Probably sit at home in a room with a VR set, or in a room which has multiple cameras, or probably in a thing which locks you up where you can still move around physically, which will make you move. We will have our meetings, cooking, shopping, all of this would be online. The whole world would be transferred from physical to online world. Not 100%, but mainly. You're gonna ask me, okay, is that healthy for humankind? Definitely not. It's definitely not healthy. But can you imagine, for example, that this whole world is gonna be robotics and AI? They're gonna do everything for us. We don't have to do anything. Some people might call me crazy. Like 2 years ago when I told my friends, some of my friends joined me, some didn't. Some called me that the government or the regulators will never allow this. There was a company which basically is a robotic company which helps in kitchens. It's already operating, which is called Misco Robotics, MISO Robotics, check it out. They have a machine called Flippy, which basically flips burgers, checks fries temperature, and serves it to fast food restaurants. It already serves for White Castle, Cali Burgers, and I hope they expand to Burger King and McDonald's. When I told my friends, some of my friends, come, let's join forces and invest with me, they told me you're crazy. The working regulators will never allow this. 2 years later, I almost tripled my investment, and the company is expanding, and they're building now a whole new kitchen environment. And you now looking at the market and the labor market, they have big shortage in labor. And the companies now, robots are taking over the restaurant or horeca industry. Can you imagine that? So what they said 2 years ago didn't make any sense now. That's why I see the whole world going, from supermarkets to medicine to the logistics to cabs to whatever possibly out there. So imagine us, I'll give you a scenario, for example, how I see it going through. You're sitting at home, however, maybe, you know, like the hospital when you're in coma, they inject you with like a needle, and it has a tube connected to some liquid, salt, water, whatever it is. I'm not a doctor. Imagine like that, and then wearing glasses and you're in the metaverse. And your mind controls everything with, like, for example, Neuralink, which Elon Musk is currently developing. I definitely see that coming. And then you're sitting there chilling, okay? You go to the supermarket, you want to order something or whatever. Probably you go, oh, we're sitting in a room, and you're still not fully attached, it's 50-50. You go eat, you still eat, you go maybe physically outside, but your meetings, your shopping, everything is online, and it comes to your home. You go to the metaverse, you wear the headset, you go in, you go to the supermarket, Walmart, Costco, Albertine, Spinneys, Lulu Market, whatever market you have in your country. You go there, you order, for example, say now you're sitting here in morning, it's morning time, you want to have a coffee and you're missing coffee and milk. You go, put the headset on that, you go collect, you click on your coffee, you go in the metaverse, you walk in the supermarket, you click your coffee, that's how you order a robot to order for you these things. What happens in the supermarket, it's all robotics. It's not going to be any small of a supermarket, it's mainly fulfillment center like we see nowadays. And then the order, a robot is gonna receive the order, gives the order to another robot, an AI, which collects these things, gives it to another AI or robot, which goes, delivers it to another robot, which delivers it to a logistic robot, which basically delivers this robot, like you see nowadays with restaurants, where these small wheels robot deliver fast food restaurants and everything. It's already active. You know what I mean? Where you can send your location or you send an address and it comes to you. And then this robot comes all the way to your doorstep, and then another robot takes over, delivering it all the way to your doorstep. Where maybe you can have a lift in the wall, like if you worked in the kitchen before, or an airplane, you have lifts where food goes up and down in this lifts. Something like this, where the robot puts the food in there, okay? Or changes the compartments or changes the cabins and gets the empty one and gives you the full one, then you return it or something like this. And then when it receives to the lift, another robot in your house, such as maybe the Tesla bot or something like this, takes over that coffee, makes you a coffee, and then delivers it all the way to your office, all the way to your desk, all the way to wherever you want to do, while you're sitting probably in a meeting, whichever the order took you literally maybe 2 minutes to do. And then you're sitting in the metaverse having your meetings with your colleagues online, and then 20 minutes later the coffee is next to you, done everything, you didn't have to move. Or you're sitting, for example, in a car, right? Autonomous car, no one is driving you, it's a car, Tesla car, for example, driving you to airport, you have a flight, go on vacation or something, and you have a meeting in the back of the car, for example. You can have a headset which connects you to whatever it is, you know. Or maybe later on, when we have these hyperloops or tubes like Elon Musk is developing now, Boeing company is developing in Las Vegas, where everything is interconnected with tubes, so people will have more time to focus on their work life or socialized life or anti-social life, like I call it, with the metaverse. I don't believe it's healthy. It might not happen now, maybe not in 10 years, maybe not in 20 years, maybe not in 30 years, maybe in 100 years. As you see nowadays, all these new generations, they're already on their phone, they're born with their phones in their head. A 5-6-year-old can use an iPhone better than I do. Can you imagine that? You know what I mean? Like, some of you can relate. For me, like my generation, millennials, you know, like, you can relate. Have ever your uncle's father, mother called you up, asked you, how could I use Viper, or how could I use this software on my phone, or how can I send something, you know? You know what I mean? So I definitely see it coming. So I think the best way for me now is to prepare. I definitely don't want to enjoy this life, but the way I use my investing strategy is I definitely have to invest before the big boys invest. Who is the big boys for me? The big boys are the hedge funds, the billionaires, the millionaires. Because even if you have $1 million to invest, you invest $1 million in a company, you think it moves the price, okay, it moves it by 0.5%, which is nothing. The hedge fund managers, which moves billions of dollars, which will make the price fluctuate by 5, 10, 20%. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to invest before these big boys invest. And when the big boys invest, I sell my shares and invest in a different type of company or a different direction I believe in. So that's now focus. Think about the company you really think that's gonna affect or help this future shape in the future, or invest in something you believe in for the next 20 years, which is gonna work out. That's the best investing strategy. I think my opinion is like this. So the big boys have regulations, they have their own inside rules, laws, whatever you want to call them, to invest. They don't just invest money like this. They have to make sure that the investment makes money in the next 20 years. And they don't think short term, they think 20, 30 years, they think corporate, they don't think individual level. So don't think for yourself, think what company could be in the 20, 30 years to come. If you have a possibility to invest in the private sector, do it, because that has the most potential to X, 5X, 20X your 50X sometimes your investing. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button to help the algorithm. It will help me out a lot. And share it with a friend who thinks this could be useful and eye-opener for him. And leave a comment below if you have any opinion or question you want to ask me, or you think my opinion is wrong. You know what I mean? So guys, thank you. See you next time.